And that place went under. I started training with you. And when I started training with you, it was like 97-ish, right? Somewhere around there? 98? Somewhere around there?
I think it was right before Fear Factor.
No, it was
a few years before.
Yeah, a few years before. Because Fear Factor was 2001.
News radio's time.
Yes, I was still on News Radio when I was training with you. But I remember there was like you're Machado now. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, I didn't understand. Like, there's like Machados, and then there's like two different like
the
factions.
The thing that happened at that time was this. My mother, older sister, she's married to Carlos Gracie Sr. That means he had 7 wives.
Holla.
His last wife was my mom's sister. And we grew up with the family. We don't have the same last name. But I feel like I am, and all my brothers, the same thing. We represent the Gracie family the best way we can, forever. And evidently have a big family, have cousins that you relate better than others, but it's still a family, And back at that time, 2 of my brothers were teaching at the Gracie School in Carson, was Higan and Carlos. And I think by that time, Chuck Norris was no longer training with Orion at the Gracie School there. Not sure what happened, and he stopped training. Then one day, Chuck Norris show up at our house, at our garage. We used to teach in our garage in Redondo Beach, and we opened the door. Suddenly, look, it's like, man, that guy looks like Chuck Norris. then the student was with him. This is Chuck Norris, and we look like, what? And he brought him to train. He did training a few years back at the Gracie School and blah blah blah. And it's a long story short. Then he started training for us. And when he started training for us, we become very good friends. It was amazing. Like something right away, he invited us to his house. And
he's a great guy.
Man, amazing person. Start hanging out. And by that time, I remember he used to make a movie, 1 movie a year. He worked for 6 months, make a movie, and he had 6 months off. When we met him, he was 6 months off. Literally, he trains every day. But when he trains, he doesn't go home. We have lunch. He hangs out, we go to a movie, then suddenly become good friends. Then one day, after a few months after training with us, he invited us to the valley where he used to live in Encino and said, look, I have a surprise for you guys. Then he took us to a shopping center right on Ventura Boulevard, and he shows, I have a gift for you guys. And he shows one of the unities, mats, ready, it's like a school. Then he said, look, this is for you guys, that's your school.
Wow.
Then we look at him like, Ventura Boulevard, right on the street. I said, Chuck, we don't think we can afford that. He said, no, don't worry, that's my building. You guys don't have to pay anything. I just want to make sure I don't have to drive the 101 and 405. You guys drive.
That's a hell of a drive, that Redondo drive.
And he gave the school to us.
Wow.
Then it's like, what can I tell more about this guy?
That's amazing.
And that's why we have this school in the valley, because he used to live in Encino. The school was in Encino. Then we start coming here. Then here we are, Joe Hogan.
Tarzana.
Come by to our school.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow, what a great guy.
But the point on that conversation was that our school, when we opened our school, used to call Carlos Gracie Jiu-Jitsu because of our uncle. Because when we came in, we have the Gracie school. And I remember the family is big, and everybody has your side of story. Everybody's saying something about your uncle, your cousin. And we want to make sure that this side of the family that we were representing in a way was Carlos' side. Then a lot of people, when we did the grand opening, Chuck Norris were with us doing the self-defense and demonstration in the grand opening of the school. And that was on Sunday. On Monday, we're not even ready for the amount of people that show up at our school. And we have a small place with the amount of people. But a lot of people start calling the other school, asking where our school were. Because we're not even on the book, on
right.
the yellow book.
Pages.
Yeah, we are not even on that. And people calling the other schools, hey, do you know where the other school is? And that created a little situation back then. And we got some calls from other cousins, and they say, hey, you guys cannot use the name. Then for the first time using the name of our family, we realized, like, what? Why not? Because you don't have the last name, you can use it. Then for us, we grew up fighting for the family, doing everything for the family. We still do.